You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
I've crossed the bridge over Lake Rumaire, leaving behind me the Imperial City and the string of small caves on its banks. Ahead of me, my journey follows the Red Ring Road, a highway that envelops the Great Lake and the city itself. Littered with caves and ruined forts, this path I've named the Ring of Grinding, as there's not much else to do but fall beneath the surface into these forts and infested caves to hack away at their denizens. However, first I've come upon Way, the first stop on this quest. I find myself within its only inn, the Wawnet. It's a nice little joint, not much to it like many of the interior places in this game, but it works for what it is. Downstairs there's a bar with some tables and a counter. Upstairs are some rooms and a little den sits behind the counter space. I do wish the location, as it is an inn, would fill up at certain times of the day with travelers coming off the road to sit and rest, sleep a little before heading back out on the road or into the Imperial City. As it stands now, there is only a guard here who drinks like a fish. Perhaps he's why the business stays afloat, this one legionnaire, the hope of the Wawnet. On second thought, keep up the good work, soldier. It would be nice, though, if these areas were given a little more care. In a game sense, an inn like this would work as a respite from the wilderness. Here, specifically, since the inn is so close to the Imperial City, the Wawnet would be a different variation on that concept. It would be rest for a weary traveler or merchant. The player could very well be one of those travelers. However, what's of more interest is how the player can interact with the inhabitants of the establishment. A thief could use the place to find easy marks, sleeping travelers, or maybe even travelers on the road. A murderer, someone such as a vampire, could use this place to find targets, or to feed off weary travelers, or even wait for them by the road. An assassin could also use this place to find marks. Maybe a target is hiding in a couple of different inns, or maybe you can just hire assassins here, or thieves or murderers, depending on which kind of inn that you go to, or even other merchants. The player could also work as a bodyguard, using these inns as places to find random missions, escort missions, or other various types of quests like this, or use it to hire bodyguards and gain a companion themselves. Thugs, again, could use this place to either recruit other thugs, or for the player to find thugs, or get accosted by thugs, or if the player is a thug, to extort either the inn or its inhabitants, or to mug those on the road traveling to the inn. It can also just be a place the hero comes looking for information, either on the area or the areas travelers have come from, or even stories or rumors that travelers have as they pass by. Anyways, where was I? So, as I enter, I meet a strange NPC that has a very unique place to sit, and who has a large gold pool to sell into. Knowing what I know now, I think this is a Dark Brotherhood vendor, or a Thieves Guild vendor or something. After finishing up with him, I go downstairs into the den and meet Narusa, the proprietor of the Wawnet Inn. We chat a bit, and look, she gives me a quest. Find some bottles of wine. A little bit of lore and the promise of gold. Nothing simpler is there to motivate a player. I have 2 bottles of wine already that I found in my adventures, but she says she won't take them until she has all 6. Odd, but okay. Then I check her rate out on a room, check her inventory, and then head out on my quest. So that was Wawnet Inn, a small inn on the outside of the Imperial City. This begins my journey around the Imperial City on the Ring of Grinding. And as you will see, I will be spending a lot of time beneath ground. There are plenty of interesting things to do and see in Oblivion, but as you'll find out, diving into caves and forts is not one of them. But until next time.